Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's Will from Single Track Magazine, beaming out to you via Facebook Live. We're here at the 2017 London Bike Show, and we're at the Rocky Mountain booth. I'm here with Jason from Rocky.
Hi, my name's Jason, and I'm the sales manager for Greenover Sports. We're the UK distributor for Rocky Mountain. So yeah, let's go over the range.
All right. So we're going to have a bit of a look at the bikes. Rocky's released a couple of new models in the last 6 months that we're going to check out. There's also a very, very cool custom program. We're going to leave that to the end. So a lot of cool things going on with Greenover Sports with a custom program on getting a new Rocky Mountain. First and foremost, let's have a look at this bike behind us. So tell us, Jason, what have we got here?
This is the new Thunderbolt Rocky Mountain of upgraded and released for 2017. There's some really cool finishing touches and some upgrades they've done on the frame this year. Rocky Mountain have always had some great unique selling points, like the Ride 9, which is this chip here. And this adjusts the head angle by 1.8 degrees. It makes the bike super versatile. You've got the Smooth Link, which is the pivot here. Makes the bike super pedally, just all round downhill, uphill, a great pedaling bike, of course.
So the Thunderbolt, how much travel does it have? What sort of bike is this?
It's basically the perfect UK bike. It's got 130mm travel on the front, 120 on the rear, and like I say, with the Ride 9, you can adjust it for different terrains, different areas of the UK you're in.
So with this system here, I don't know if you want to get a close up of this, Andy. So with the Ride 9 system, so there's 9 different positions. It gives you adjustable geometry, so you can kind of kick back the head angle, you can steepen it, lifts or drops the bottom bracket, and it also kind of alters the suspension feel a little bit too, doesn't it?
Yeah, totally. I mean, at the moment it's in the slack position, which is the top right-hand side. So yeah, and obviously you put it in the bottom left-hand corner, and it totally steepens up the ride of the bike as well. So the other thing to mention on the bike is the ABC, the bushing pivot they've got here.
These little silver pieces.
Yeah, so these are grease ports, so you can service the bushings on them. It's basically a proven, really stiff, easy maintainable system that Rocky have had for a few years now.
So good for wet and moist British conditions.
Yeah, totally. And super stiff, super light.
Well, I guess Rocky being based in British Columbia, similarly wet and muddy kind of conditions.
Well, this is something we always say to the people here. Where they are, it's wet, it's rocky, it's muddy, it's gnarly. Sound familiar? Yeah,
that's our backyard.
It is. It's our backyard, totally. So yeah, these are perfectly made for the UK market.
All right, now, so the Thunderbolt trail bike. Let's have a look at something a little bit lighter and a little bit sharper. This is an amazing looking bike here. Now, you may have seen this on singletrackworld.com. It's been released in the last, 9 months or so, I think it's been out for?
This is, again, another totally revamped frame from Rocky Mountain. So going from the Thunderbolt, which is a 27.5 wheel, this is now your 29er. So this is a great XE trail all-round bike. Now you've got a 120mm travel fork on the front, 100mm on the back. You've still got the Ride 9 system here, so you can see they've flipped it down a bit into the bottom position now.
Yep.
So you've still got a totally versatile bike.
My favourite feature is this.
Oh, it's super cool. Yeah. Really.
How clean is that? So it's just a single-sided pivot for the horse link or the Smooth Link pivot down the back.
Smooth Link pivot. Yeah, it's
super clean.
Yeah, like you say, it's a totally revamped frame. So yeah, it's a much cleaner finish.
Nice internal cable rounding as well.
You can still get 2 bottle cages on, and this is something a lot of brands struggle with on this sort of frame. So yeah, 2 bottle cages. It's a beautiful bike, and again, it's a 29er, a full-on race bike as such. But you can have a good play on it as well.
Gotcha.
Very versatile.
So not necessarily a twitchy kind of nervous race bike. Something
not at all. Anything but. It's super versatile.
Very nice. I love the maple leaf finish on
it's
this.
Beautiful. I mean, the paint job. One thing to mention as well: the smooth. They have a smooth wall carbon fibre. The inside of the frame is as smooth as the outside. It's an amazing quality carbon fibre frame. That's what you're paying with Rocky Mountain.
There you go. Now let's go even lighter again. We'll step up onto the platform in the Rocky booth. So let's have a look at the Vertex. Vertex.
The Vertex. It's,
Yeah.
do you know what? It's a classic cross-country trail bike that Rocky Mountain have always made. And when you go to the meetings and they say, oh, we're going to do this and we're going to change that, what should we do with the Vertex? And we're like, nothing. It's an amazing XE bike. It's super light, amazing quality. Yeah,
We've got frame here, is that?
yeah, it's the frame. This is we like to show people the weight of the frame.
There's nothing there.
There's nothing there. It's super light, you know, and it's totally durable. Again, and it's the sort of frame you can put a dropper in, and you know, it still keeps the weight of the bike down, you know. But yeah, the Vertex is a classic bike. Rocky Mountain will always have in the fleet. Yeah, and this year what they've done a few changes. Sorry, yeah.
I'll let you do that. I'll let you do that.
But yes,
I'll swing around here so we can get some closer look at this one.
yeah, it's the classic Rocky Mountain colours as well, you know. So yeah, there's nothing really you can. Well, I'm going to be biased, but I don't think there's anything in the show to beat that.
And obviously, this particular bike comes with the dropper post installed.
Yes, that's true. Yeah, I mean, we're finding now with the XE, the trail market, people still requesting the dropper post, you know. So it's such a popular feature now.
Yeah, well, I guess cross-country racing's changed. You know, it's a bit different to the old days.
Definitely, and people, they'll take their bikes to, again, so many different bike parks and different terrains, and they want even for an XC trail race bike, they want it really versatile.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's why we've allowed for the dropper post.
Absolutely. Now, if anyone's watching this on Facebook Live and you've got any questions for Jason or anyone else at the Rocky Mountain team, submit them in the comment section below. Have we got anything to come through?
No, just a lot of hot Rocky Mountain.
Lots of hot, thumbs up. Excellent. That's good. But any questions,
That's what we like.
send them on through and we'll do our best to answer them. There's one more bike that we want to have a look at though, and that's this machine here.
Wow.
So let me come around here so we can get a good close-up look.
What can I say? This is a bit of a weapon. Yes, it's just been an amazing bike for Rocky Mountain. The Slayer was always an amazing bike for Rocky Mountain. And as we all know, it was out of the range for a few years. They spent a long time developing this bike, getting it tested. The pro team for Rocky had been testing it for a couple of years before it even went into production. So it's a massive bike. And yeah, it's the features, the clean lines.
Oh yeah, I mean look at that pivot, that similar arrangement to the Element, right?
Yeah, totally. So you've got a 170mm front end travel, and you've got 160 rear end travel. Again, full carbon fibre. They're using their famous smooth wall carbon again on the rear end. It's just a beautiful bike. This one you've got ride 4. So instead of the nine positions, you've got the main 4 positions. So you've got the main 4 positions on this chip. And again, this will adjust the head angle of the bike, make it super versatile.
Very cool.
Amazing machine.
Very cool. Now, with a lot of the bikes that we've been looking at here, there's a pretty cool, for UK watchers, if you're interested in Rocky Mountain bikes, there's a new custom option for getting your own Rocky. So tell us about that.
Right, it's called the Rocky Mountain a la carte. It's a really cool, I'll just show you the roadshow we're doing, but we're the first distributor to go ahead with this system. We're trying to give the customer, the end user, options, you know, so you don't just get a bike and that's what you're stuck with. You can choose what you want. So effectively you'll choose your frame, but you get the best frame, you get the best rear shock, Kashima coated, you get the best front fork that we feel is available for that bike. With that you get your headset stem and you drop up your reverb, and then what you do is you can see on the menu as such, you'll choose an aluminium wheel set or a carbon wheel set, and when you've done that, you'll bolt on the group set you want for that bike, so you get a choice of SRAM or Shimano.
Yeah, right. So if I want, okay, so we've got that for the Vertex, the Element, the Slayer and the Thunderbolt. So choose your Thunderbolt frame set.
Yeah.
Choose whether you want the alloy wheel set or the carbon wheel set, and you can choose XT, XTR, SRAM NX, SRAM X1 or SRAM X01,
that's right.
and basically build your custom bike,
Build
essentially.
your own bike, totally. And it just gives you that, you know, gives you that option, which I think, you know, on a high-end bike like this, you need it. But you know, we're not sacrificing the ride. You're getting the best ride because you're getting the best shot, you're getting the best front end.
Right, regardless of the group set or the wheel set, you're getting the same suspension package.
You can put an entry-level group set and this bike will still ride amazingly well, you know. So we're doing that this year, and already it's proven really popular. Especially on the Slayer, obviously.
Yes, yeah. a little too popular.
Yeah, a little bit too much. But I'm not complaining, all right?
Now, if people want to have a look at some of the build kit options, for those of you in the UK who are interested in any of the bikes we're checking out here, where do people go to find out more information?
Okay, well, obviously, if you're in the UK, we're Green Over Sports, so we're the distributor, so you can go online, greenoversports.com. That's the current list of what's available and what's in. www.bikes.com, that's Rocky Mountain's website.
The best website URL in the world.
Yeah, I think that just goes to show how long they've been in the industry. Yeah, it's a pretty long time. So bikes.com is you see the full specs of all the bikes on there, and images. They've got some super cool videos on there to see and Vimeos. So yeah, it's greenoversports.com for the UK. For the main website, bikes.com.
There you go, there you go. All right, well, that's a bit of a look at... we've got a question.
Yeah, I got a few questions. How much travel does the Slayer have?
How much travel does the Slayer have?
170 front end,
Okay.
160 rear.
All right, and they're also asking, will it come in aluminium?
No, only the carbon fibre, the full carbon fibre frame. Yep. Yeah.
They want to know pricing for all of them too, but I guess go online.
The pricing is... the pricing obviously will be on the Green Over Sports, and you can obviously email us as well, and we can any emails, anything you can send us, we'll send it out. We'll reply to you with whatever your request is.
Cool. One more. Brian Ebird asks, how long does it take to build the a la carte bikes?
How long does it take? Depends how good you are at building a bike. No, like I say, through the dealership. It usually takes a good couple of hours. Well, we feel anyway, you know.
As in how long? I guess how long does it take for their build kit and the wheels and the frame to arrive?
Well,
are they all in stock or?
Yeah, it's all in stock. It's just landed in the UK. Sorry, I totally got that question wrong. Yeah, it's in stock now. So we've just received deliveries. So yeah, it's all available.
So all you got to do is pop into your local Rocky dealer.
Yeah, that's it. Your local Rocky dealer. There's a current list on bikes.com. There's a dealer list on there. And you can see who your local dealer is. Yeah. Okay. If there's any questions, obviously you can email us at info@greenoversports.com, and we can reply to you straight away with any other requests or information.
There you go. I think that answers all the questions. Well, we'll leave it at that. Jason from Greenover, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Will.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
And any more questions, submit them in the comment section below. Even after we've gone live, we'll be able to answer those questions for you. We hope you enjoyed this tour of the Rocky Mountain booth. Stay tuned. We'll have more Facebook Live broadcasts coming to you throughout the day at the London Bike Show. Thanks, guys. Tooroo.
Love the ride.